Today is October 20th, 2020. So we got the 2020s going on. Someone is pointing out that at 8:20, which would be 2020 by the time, PM, that we're going to have a lot of 20s showing up on the calendar. But be that as it may be, here I am. I'm trying to do a last end of the garden season roundup. I've been ignoring my garden mostly. I did can a whole bunch of salsa, and I'm going to be canning green beans. I've got a whole bunch of green beans to pick. Every time I've come out to pick them, I've thought, oh, I need to do a video. Well, every time I've come out to pick the green beans, I've thought I should do a end of the season video, and I'm not quite setting everything up for winter, but it's getting very close. And I want to just go through things real quick with you. Now, if you look, even up in my peach tree, you may not be able to see that up there, but I've got some green beans way up high I see coming out of that. I've let my vines grow. If you remember, I planted them all along the fences, and where the tomatoes did, well, they've done fair. I mean, I did, like I said, I canned a whole bunch of salsa, and I don't know what, 14, 15 quarts at least, and I still have more tomatoes I could pick and do stuff with, and I need to pick them. I only picked out front. And now I'm about to pick the green beans, but I've got them up there. I'm not sure how I'm going to reach them. And I've got them in my apple tree, which needs to be trimmed. Now I have been having some very nice okra, but it's now really, even though there's a flower up there on that okra, you see how tall it is. And this is the least, I have two bunches in the front yard. This one's doing the least well, but it has given me enough okra to have some okra fries. And look over there, you see all that green? Because the branches are wet here, I'm not going to walk there with my camera. But that's volunteer garlic that's coming back. I did pick some of that garlic, and then I had a lot of it left in the ground. And actually, I need to dig it all up and plant it again with some spacing, because it's all bunched together. And some of that looks like maybe onions too. And then here again, you can see where I harvested. I don't see it coming up in this spot, even though I thought there was a lot of garlic in there. But you can see all that bunched together there. And if I did it right, I would dig it up and then spread them out and plant them again. Because that's garlic. It's going to grow all winter. The garlic grows all winter. In fact, this is the time of year you should be planting out garlic. If you got a clove of garlic, plant it out now. It should start to grow enough for you. Look, my marigolds looking very nice in here. I do got a little bit of kale coming back. Now, this summer it got so hot that it killed all the kale, and the bugs came and ate it all anyway. But this is all stuff from early in the year. I just left it, and some of it has made it through to the winter. And you see the green beans here. Can you see them hanging? I've already picked these at least once, twice. I actually have a freezer full of green beans. And now I'm going to can. And, I've got an umbrella that I'm walking around with. It's a bit damp, but I plan to come out here, Lord willing, and pick these in the next couple of days, maybe today. Because it's going to get below freezing here in about a week. I think it's in the 50s or 40s today. Tonight it's supposed to get down to like 42. You see they're just all through here. Look at that. And I've got a freezer full of green beans, so I'm canning them. And I finally, I don't know, years ago I bought, 10 years ago I bought a pressure cooker, and I'm going to use it maybe for, I think it's the first time actually. I've been canning stuff, but I've been using like water, not pressure, just water over the top of the jars. Whatever you call that, a water dip. Boiling water for 15 minutes for, you know, the least. But beans, evidently beans, you need to pressure cook them to break them down enough so that they keep well. Other people can talk to you about that, but that's just what I understand, that for safety's sake you need to pressure cook them a little bit more than other things that, like if you're going to do pickles, you know, the vinegar and salt takes care of it. And even the salsa, there's vinegar in the salsa, so that lower pH, I guess, helps preserve it enough so that it's not the danger. Oh, I'm a little bit... Here, let's see if I can get through here. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my umbrella. Making it... Oh, here we go. Did I make it? There. Okay. So I may be cutting some of this out, but anyway, if I don't. So, you see, these are cherry tomatoes. You can see I've got lots of them to pick still. And I can still make, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So, I kind of left these here because I wanted to do this video. Some of it I didn't pick. Some of it I just haven't been. Well, I've been canning, or I've been cooking banana bread, believe it or not. I've made a batch of banana bread a couple days ago. And when I went to buy bananas, they were so inexpensive. It was like, one place it was 15 cents a pound. So, you can get a lot of, you know, they may be browning bananas, but that's perfect for banana bread. You want the brown banana, you know, that's when they're starting to get real tasty. Look at that. A tomato in there to pick. This is, like I said, I've already picked these once, but these are, you can see all the green beans coming back. This is at least the second crop of green beans. And you can see how they've just overcome all the tomato plants. And I don't know if there's going to be tomatoes behind those green beans, but anyway, the green beans have taken over the whole area. And you can see those tomatoes in there. That's the second. This is a late season tomatoes that grew up here. But I've had plenty of tomatoes, and I don't really see. I did pick the okra just a few days ago, and I deep fried it into. I've done a couple of okra fries, which that's one of my best things that I like to do with the okra. I don't really care to can it so much, or well, freeze it's okay. You can freeze the okra and put it in soups. So that's kind of the garden update. There's not much to show you in the backyard. I do, well, look at this. I've got basil like crazy. I've kind of let it just go. I haven't done anything with it except let it go to seed. And maybe I should have been trying to think about making salsa. I mean, not salsa, but tomato, you know, spaghetti sauce. And if I do that, then I'll need the basil. But like I said, it looks like I've let it mostly go to seed. I've got basil all over the place, but this year, I've hardly used it. But next year I'll do it again. I'll plant out the basil. I mean, it is a great herb to be growing. Now, this thyme, you can see this thyme plant has come back really strong. I actually need to cut it and dry it. But look, I had this thyme plant in here die on me. It got so hot this summer and I wasn't watering things like I do. I had my thyme die. Plus I had this, that's lavender. That plant, it was a beautiful plant, but it died. But the lavender over here survived. So, and of course these things never got planted out. These were plants, extra plants I didn't know what to do with, believe it or not. You can see the mint. I've got mint there, and mint there, and then I've got that catnip over there, and I think that's a mint plant. Oh, it looks like some of it's coming back, but it died out on This is a very nice plant. It's the mint. I forget which one it is, but it's a beautiful smell to it. So I have a few of them that I let die, and then they've come back, thank goodness. And then other ones, at least one of them, is just now looking like it's coming to life. You see what I mean? This is mustard, but look, right there. And that's my favorite, actually. This is the peppermint, and I thought that one had died on me, but look, it's coming back. So, and mustard greens, I've got mustard greens growing here and there, and they're actually a nice green. I have actually more than I know what to do with, because I don't do much with mustard greens, except I like to put them on sandwiches every now and then. So, and you can see the fall, all the leaves. I'll have to come out and vacuum them up, and I will compost my leaves. And I had a terrible season of squash bugs, and they took out a lot of stuff. My cucumbers and squash plants. I have a few squash that I have, like some butternut squash that did come through. They're small, so I do have some squash, but the squash bugs have been terrible this year. And I only made a few things of pickles this year, and a lot of that was at the time I was out of jars, and I bought some jars, but then by that time the squash bugs had killed all my cucumbers, and so I didn't make cucumbers this year, but I did make salsa just the last few days. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this garden update. Like I say, I've got green beans to pick and can, and I may end up, I don't even want to contemplate doing more salsa, but I might do some spaghetti sauce, but I doubt that. Anyway, I think the green beans, canning of the green beans will do it. I've already got a freezer full of green beans, so obviously I don't want to necessarily face them too much, but it will be fun to try and can these. I may give them away for Christmas. I think some of the salsa will be given away for Christmas gifts. So that's kind of my plan there. Okay, love you guys. Oh, I do predict a total landslide for Trump, especially with all these Biden emails coming. He was going to win anyway, but now with the Biden stuff coming out, oh Lord. You know, those aren't nice people. Those are very unnice people. And if you've been following how China has been behaving around the world, especially in Africa, you can see that there for years the American politicians were allowing them. You know, they were taking money from the Chinese and allowing them to do. At one point, they even had a whole port that they had bought out in California. I mean, Trump made them sell it back to us. But that's how bad things have been. We have been totally sold out to China. Anyway, it's all being renewed, Lord willing. Hopefully America will be revived, and that's going to help the whole world push back and do better. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.